Hello everyone. So in today's session of Thoughtful Leaders, we have with us Ms. Namita D'Souza, who is the principal in charge of Ambrosio Institute of Hotel Management. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing your availability for the interview session. With your permission,
You're
ma'am,
most
shall
welcome.
we start with the questions?
Yes, Shadi.
Okay, ma'am. Being the principal in charge of Ambrosio Institute of Hotel Management, kindly tell us about your experience in the education industry and what makes it the best industry to work in.
I feel education industry is that industry which molds the futuristic students who are very knowledgeable, they are very capable and skillful citizens of the nation. And we at Ambrosia create such kind of futuristic professionals for the hospitality industry. And what makes it best is that we are the service sector people. So we mold those students who can grab positions at the service sectors, not only hotels, but all the service industry in all.
Yeah. Moving on to the next question, ma'am. Any significant challenges
Yeah.
that you have faced being the principal in charge of the college?
Uh, the challenges as an in-charge principal is that, as you know, during the pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, so it was a challenging job to keep the flame of the hotel industry burning at all times. There were many students and parents who, retracted kind of taking admissions to these courses because the hospitality sector was the most affected sector of the world. So many students and parents had this idea, ki what will happen ahead? What is the career path? Will there be anything which will come across our way or something? So there were a lot of questions, and it was a very tough and a challenging job to keep that flame on. But now this year we find that many students are returning back for their most favorite sector, and they would like to pursue their careers in the hotel management sector, and they are also having a zeal to go up, stand over there and fight the pandemic. So that challenge I think we have overcome by this year, and we see a very bright future for the hospitality industry because of this now.
Truly said, ma'am, that the pandemic has affected everybody in the education sector. Now, moving on to the next
Yes.
question. How do you tend to establish a relation with the students being a principal in charge? And how do you make yourself available to them?
We or I have established a student mentor relationship. And I do this right from the day of the orientation and induction of the students. When they come and take the admissions to our college, during the first 7 days, we have this orientation and induction session where we interact with the parents and the students together. So I tend to establish this student mentor relation right from day one. Along with this, we have set up students counseling cells in our college where we have divided the students with various faculties, and they have their numbers accessible to them, which they can call up or speak with the faculty anytime during the day or in the evenings with a text message. And because of this, we have made it very possible for every student, for any kind of help they may require, they can get back to us. And for myself as an in-charge principal, I have my mobile numbers put up on the WhatsApp groups of the students. So it makes it very accessible, and they can text me or they can call me for any circumstance where they are in need of some help or any kind of things which they may require for the academics or trainings or placements or any kind of research work. So they are most welcome, and I have my numbers on their WhatsApp. So this is how I establish a student and a mentor relationship with them.
Okay. Ma'am, tell us about your effort behind establishing such a successful college and how do you plan to take it to a greater heights?
Okay, now going ahead, our college is right from 2007. The existence is right from 2007. So I have been a part and parcel of this college right from 2010. So it's been 11 years I've been working with this college. The efforts taken are collective efforts. It's not an individual effort what we go ahead with. And to reach out our goals, I would say being an in-charge principal, it is now my responsibility where I need to grow this institute, and foresee that many students take admissions, and we are able to give them great placements. We can send them to the foreign countries, overseas placements, what we say. And we are trying to see to it that our college students are taking up management trainee positions or managerial positions in the hospitality sector. So, in the year 2022 is the year where we see that our goals may get achieved, and we are planning to add up some more courses. Like this year we have added up short-term skill-based courses like bartending, cookery, bakery, and some foreign languages. And in the year 2022, what we suggest or what we foresee is that we want to take up some more vocational and regular courses so that our college grows leaps and bounds.
Okay. Ma'am, as you know that the students are important stakeholders in any institution. Ma'am, I want to know, how do you create a student-centric environment in your college?
Okay. First and foremost, during our orientation, as I said, we on the very first day tell our students that this course or this college is for the students, by the students, and it is for them only. So we take down ideas, we take down their feedbacks, we take down their expectations. During students counseling also, we try and ask them questions, what is their expectation? So because of this, what happens that our teaching learning processes, then our innovations, or we have an incubation center for that matter, everywhere we see to it that how we can progress our students, and so which will make it very easy for them to achieve their goals in their life. You see, everybody wants a lucrative career, and we are determined over here that each and every student of our college works on that path and grabs a great position going ahead. Going ahead in this, we also have a grievance cell where just in case some student is dissatisfied with some kind of a teaching learning process or any other thing what may come to his mind, so there is an open forum where he can place his grievance and it gets sorted out in next 24 to 48 hours. Because of this, what happens is that we have all these systems set in place where a student does not have any fear in their mind approaching the faculty, approaching the principal, and approaching the management, because of which it becomes a very student-centric kind of an environment in our college. And even the parents come back and give their feedbacks that they love the kind of environment they have, where all our teachers, everybody try to answer their queries, give them to the fullest information. We also help them coming up with the ideas, what is the best placement opportunity they should grab for, and because of which this has helped many students. So we already have this student-centric environment for past 12 years with our college.
Oh, okay. Ma'am, what would be your ideal college environment, and how would you encourage that kind of culture in your college?
The ideal college environment, for me as an in-charge principal of Ambrosia Institute, is where the college campus is bubbling around with students. Like, during this COVID pandemic, all the colleges are shut and we have an online education going on. So we are waiting for all the students coming back to the campus, and the campus bubbling with with the students, with a lot of activities and events going on. And we also are thinking about like an ideal college environment where our students are placed at the best levels, they're going ahead with the research, and we have a great alumni state for us, where the alumnus comes back and supports the coming next generation students. And that is what is an ideal ideal environment for the college, what we are looking at.
Okay. Coming on to the most important questions, which every students wanted to know. How do you look at the growth of students through the placement opportunities available at the college, and how do you wish to push the envelope further?
Placements have always been on our agenda right from day one when the students take admission to our college. We have never been a college where we run behind the number of students and bringing in admissions to the fullest and just trying to fill up places. Our management is always looked after that whatever number of students we have for admission, we make a great career for them. So if you talk about the placement opportunities, right from 2014, we have students going in 5-star hotels and getting placed over there. Just to name a few, we have students in Oberoi's, we have in Ritz-Carlton, we have in Hyatt Regency, we have in Taj hotels, and there are people who have now grabbed up positions like group managers in Westin, and so on and so forth. We also have students in Taj and Aurangabad who has taken up position like an F&B controller or any such kind of a thing where they talk about the sales and marketing divisions also. So the growth opportunities are humongous, and the placement opportunities with us are in such a manner that we do see to it that each and every student gets placed in the best of the opportunities what they can grab for. And to this, what was the second question?
How do you wish to push the envelope further?
Correct. So now going ahead, we plan that to push or to place our students in the best 5-star hotels across the world. Secondly, is we are planning to work out with tie-ups with the cruise liners or with the the organizational catering managements, where students can take up managerial positions. And we are also worked out with an incubation and innovation center from this year, where we are going to help out students for the startup sessions if they have any such kind of plans in their mind. So that is what is our next agenda for the coming year or so.
Okay. What goals do you have in your mind for the institution in the coming years?
The foremost goal or the vision is that we want to be the most sought after, or what you can say, the most preferred hotel management institute towards the western part of Pune. We have students coming up from the village areas, the rural areas, and they look up to us. Yes, this is a college which will really make some kind of a life, give me a lucrative path, help me in grabbing opportunities where I can really work out and become some great personality in the hospitality sector. So the plan what we have, or what I am having for this institute in the next coming years, is that we get more and more students who can work out and not only get placed, but we are looking out for people who can go in the research sector for the hospitality, which is our major goal. Secondly, we are thinking of the growth in the part of where the students are working out and becoming entrepreneurs in this section or in this sector. So the goal, what as an institute we are looking out, is not only increasing the number of courses, but also the outgoing course students, where they get placed, how they get placed, and whether they go in for any kind of startups or become entrepreneurs in this field. That is our goal for the next few years.
Okay, ma'am, moving on to the last question of the day. Being a principal in charge of Amritsar Institute of Hotel Management, what suggestion would you like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
The current youth and the aspiring students, according to me, they are very capable of doing things. They are knowledgeable. They have the required information about the sectors. Only thing what they need to work out is they need to pursue their passion. If they are passionate enough to work with this hospitality sector, the doors are wide open and sky is the limit for them. So it is not only that they should go after and see the television shows like MasterChef Australia and things like that and come over here to work out or pursue their dreams, but they should have the passion. They should have the requirements of hard working. Whatever it may take for them to reach their goals is what they should be determined with. So I would suggest, or I would tell today's youth that do not only accept this field just because you see glamour to it, but there is far more and more better things what you can achieve in life along with the glamour. And it is this course, which is a professionally managed course, what you see, like you will never be at a time when there is no job opportunity or something, but you will still have something or the other to work out for yourself. It may be a home catering business, it may be a YouTube channel, it may be where you are working on through the internet for this. So there is a whole lot of angle to this hotel management course, and students should come and pursue this course and find out those different angles which will suit them, their passion, and they will grow with this industry. That is my only suggestion to the aspiring youth of today.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. That's all for today. And I myself have gained many valuable insights about Amartya Institute of Hotel Management, and hope the students who will be viewing this video in future get an ample amount of information about the institute. Thank you for sharing your availability with College Dunia team, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Manish. It was a delightful session. And if anything else, you can always come back to us. We will help you out. And thank you for the session.